to change, you know, our opponent. We want to make sure that we just focus on us and finding ways to win for 60.
Yeah. Period.
Period. Yeah.
What's having said that, you go out west for 4 games. You know, West Coast trips for these teams never seem to be easy.
Yeah, it's like I said. You know, we're focused on 2 points at a time, and you know, we're focused on our locker room and you know how we're going to compete for 60. And if we do all those things, you know, we're a very difficult team to play.
You've studied McDonough closely for a long time, but is he taking it to a whole other level right now?
Yeah, you know, it's something that I've seen with Mac for, you know, since I started with him. It's no secret. You know, defensively he's very difficult to beat, and he's probably one of the best defensive defensemen. But now you guys are going to get to see a little bit of his offensive side, and you know he's got a big offensive swing to him, and it hasn't really shined as much as it is this year, but it's been there the whole time, and you know he's going to continue to grow as a defenseman, and you know arguably one of the better ones in the league.
Do you think a lot of that has to do with Vino's system allowing him to get more chances?
You know, I think it's a little bit of both. You know, I think Torts did a great job of making sure that, you know, if you ask Mac this too, he did a great job of grooming him, making sure he's playing the right way defensively. And you know, his game has just blossomed because of the fact that, you know, he's able to be more confident with the puck and make bigger plays.
When you compare this team to maybe teams the last few years, have you had a situation, do you feel like, where your 4 lines, like the way they are now, have been as good, as deep maybe in the past?
Well, you know, in my first 3 years here, you know, I don't think we've had lines stay together this long. So to be able to have 4 lines playing the way they are now is, you know, it's a really special thing, and it's something that moving forward it can't change. We got to continue to do that.
Is it one of those things where in the playoffs you notice other teams that have those 4 lines that keep coming out? You feel like you're one of those teams?
It's important coming down the stretch. You know, you got to have 4 lines to play. You know, it's important that everyone's accountable when they're on the ice, and right now we got 4 lines and 60, and 2 goaltenders playing extremely well.
You take a look at those 4 lines, especially the last game when you and Marty were under the weather and the contributions in that game, and then getting 2 goals tonight. How important is that? And you see that when they pick you up like that.
You know, I don't think they scored the other night, but you know they certainly deserve to have a goal, and you know they get rewarded twice tonight.
Look at the last couple of years in the playoffs. The Devils had their 4th line that gave you guys trouble, and then Boston had their 4th line that gave you trouble. Do you feel like this 4th line could give teams trouble in the playoffs?
Well, you know, I'm a little biased. I think our 4th line's, you know, one of the best in the league, and you know, moving forward, we're going to need them, and they're going to be a big part of us having success down the stretch here.
How much of a comfort level is it that the lines are generally intact? There's not, you know, mixing and matching on the fly as there was in recent years.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, my 3 years we haven't had 4 lines stick together like this for the most part, and you know, it just helps build chemistry, and it's something that we're gonna, you know, again, I keep repeating myself, but down the stretch we need 4 lines playing.